grade 3. Are you okay? Me too. It rained today. Remember in the last lesson I said it wasn't raining? Today it was raining a lot. There was a lot of rain and wind. It was very windy as well. What are we going to do today? Today we are going to look at everything in Unit 4. Why? Because this lesson has your unit test, unit number 4. When you go to the Pattaya Udom Suksa e-learning platform on the internet, you will see that there is a PDF worksheet. The worksheet is your Unit 4 test. So you need to download it, print it, or download it and do it. You can do it on your iPad if you know how to do it. If you know how, if you don't, then you're going to need to print it on paper. Do the test, pencil, eraser, and then scan it or take a picture and then send it back to the Pattaya Udom Suksa e-learning platform for me at ILP grade 3, and I will check it. Okay, that's it. So we are going to check everything that you learned in Unit 4. We're going to check the words that you learned. We're going to check the actions. We're going to check some of the jobs that are not in the book, because it's good to know lots and lots of words. We're going to check some of the English that we don't see in the book. It doesn't tell us why we say it in the book. But in the lessons, I told you why we say these things. So we're going to look at that again. Okay, one more time. And that's it. So today is about looking back at Unit 4. Everything in this unit today, in this lesson, everything in this lesson, you know. You have seen it before. Okay? This is just practice. And then you can do the Unit 4 test. Don't forget, if you have not finished your weather videos, please think about starting that. Okay, now it is the 4th of October. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday. You have 11 days. Sit at 1. You have 11 days to finish your weather project and send it to the line group for your class. Okay, and then Miss I will send it to me. I have many already, and they're all very good. Really good. Excellent, in fact. Good job, everyone. So if you have not done the weather project, please do it and send it on the line group to Miss Oi. It's your class line group. Okay, that's it. Shall we start? Let's start. Bow. Okay, you know what we're going to do now. We're going to look at the 6 jobs that are in the book. Can you remember them? I hope you can. This should be very easy now. We've looked at these many times. So let's look at the first one. Number 1. This lady is getting the letters from the post box. This is called a post box. In America, they call it a mail box. And she is going to deliver letters to people's houses. What is she? Number 1, postal worker. Okay, this lady is designing, I don't know, a school, a hotel, a mall, an airport, a cinema, swimming pool, I'm not sure, a museum. What is she? Number 2, architect, an architect. Next one, this man is repairing a car, or fix, repair, เหมือนกัน. It's okay. So he repairs cars. The car is broken. It doesn't work. But he knows how to repair it. What is his job? Number 3. Mechanic, that's right, mechanic, canic, not shanic, canic. Next one. Oh, shiny white teeth. Who's this man? He takes care of teeth, he cleans them, he puts things in the holes. Oh, ugh. What is his job? Number 4. Dentist. He's a dentist, yes he is. Number 5. This man is in a big aeroplane. Big aeroplane. That aeroplane is a 747. It's known as a jumbo jet. What's his job? He flies the plane. So he's a pilot. That one's easy, right? Pilot. And the last one, the man who is on fire on the volcano. What's his job? He has a camera. He's taking pictures. He takes pictures. So he must be a photographer. Photographer, not photographer. No, photographer. Okay, that's how we say it in English. Okay, great. I'm sure you all know these 6 words now. Okay, great. Okay, can you remember all the places where people work around the world? Can you remember? I don't mean places like school or hotel or McDonald's. I mean the places on Earth. Where can people work around the world? Let's have a look at these words. So we're just going to look at them. Indoors. Indoors means under the roof, inside your house, inside an office, a factory, a swimming pool, somewhere that is indoors, okay? Outdoors. Outside, under the sun, under the weather. Outdoors. On land. I'm on land now. I am not in water. I am not in the sky. I am on land. At sea. So, ti tale, outside on the sea, on the ocean. I hope in a boat. Okay, next one. Up high, up high, up high, high, up high. In the sky. Now you can be up high and in the sky, but you can also be up high and not in the sky, okay? They can be different. In the sky, okay? Underground, underground. So underground is on land, but we can also say in the land because we are in the ground, underground. Here's the top, hello, under. Okay, and the last one, in space, up there, in space. Okay, so these are the places we can work. Okay, great. Okay, let's just look at some of the jobs in those different places. An office worker, where does he work? Well, he works indoors because he works in an office. He's also on land because his office is on land. It's not in the ocean. It's not up in the sky. It's not flying. Like it might be high because he might work in a high office block. Teacher. Teacher works indoors. Sometimes we work outdoors too, don't we? We go out for sport and summer camp, winter camp, but really teachers work indoors in the classroom. A gardener, where does a gardener work? A gardener works outside, outdoors, outside, under the sun, under the clouds, sometimes in the rain. A gardener. A courier works outdoors. In Thailand, there are many couriers. They bring you food, they bring you parcels, they bring you mobile phones, they bring you coffee, they bring you anything really that fits on the bike. If it's too big, then they cannot bring it. But if it can go on the bike, they will bring it. They work outside on the road. A sailor. A sailor works at sea. A sailor is anyone who works on a ship or a boat. A sailor. They work at sea. A fisherman. Lots and lots of fishermen in Thailand. Fishermen also work at sea, don't they? They work at sea on their boat. Steel workers. Steel workers work very, very high up. It can be a very dangerous job. These men are having their lunch very, very high up. This is in London. A mountaineer. A mountaineer works very high off the ground. They go up mountains. Mountains can be very, very high. This picture looks to me very, very dangerous. Andalai Matmag, what do you think? It makes me scared to look at this photograph. A window cleaner. This man works very high. If you look at the photograph, you can see that he has a belt holding him in. He's okay. He cannot fall, which is good. But even so, this job makes me very scared. I don't like to be up high. A window cleaner. A miner. This man works under the ground. He can work very, very far under the ground, sometimes 2 kilometers. Song kilomet. It can be a very hot and very dangerous job. A miner. Oh, these men work in the sky. These are paratroopers. They are soldiers. They work in the sky, and then when they land, they work on the ground, on land. A fighter pilot. This man is flying a jet. He works in the sky. He is flying his jet fighter plane. A fighter pilot. A balloon pilot. The lady in the middle is the pilot of this hot air balloon. Balloons can go very, very high, but you have to have air or else you will not be able to breathe. And then that is very dangerous. A balloon pilot. Oh, this person works so high that they are not on the earth anymore. They are in space. An astronaut. Astro, remember? Astro means space. The place with stars and black holes and planets. Astro means space. Naut, N-A-U-T, means sailor. It's an old word for someone who works on a ship. So this really means someone who works in space. And a scientist. Now, scientists work on land, at sea, underground, in the air, up high. They also work in space. Scientists work everywhere. They are looking at nature, looking to answer questions. Questions that we don't know the answer to. They are trying to find the answer. A scientist. Did you remember all of these? It's okay if you didn't, but now you can practice and maybe you will remember them. Okay, it doesn't hurt to practice something more than one time. Here we have the book, so let's look at the pictures in the book. Number 1, a pilot. Number 2, a dentist. Number 3, a photographer. Number 4, a postal worker. Number 5, a mechanic. And number 6, an architect. Remember, an architect, not a architect, an architect. An. So just in case, I'm sure that you know how to say this word, but let's review. That's my job, making sure you understand. So the word mechanic, the CH is the same as a K. Mech and ick, mechanic. Look at the man on the picture on the left, he is working on a car. The two men in the middle are working on a tank. Look at that. They have taken the track off of a tank. That's called a track. The thing that it runs on. That goes round the wheels and then it can go, well, nearly anywhere. And the lady is under a car. She's fixing something under the car. So they are mechanics. And the same thing, architect. The CH is not a ch sound, it is a k sound. Architect. All three of these pictures show people looking at drawings. These are called drawings, just like your drawings. They call them drawings. The lady on the right, Fanhua, her drawing is in ink. This is called a blueprint. Sometimes it is on blue paper. Not always. This is on white paper. This is called a blueprint. This is the last part of designing before the building starts to be made by the engineers. Let's look at the question. So the question is what does he or she do? Now we use does with he or she. If this was I or you, we would say what do? What do you do? What do I do? But it's not, it's he or she. So we say does. What does he do? What does she do? And the answer is he's or she's, he is, she is, and then the job, a pilot, a dentist, or an architect. Remember, if a noun, sing hong, begins with a vowel sound, a, e, o, u, e, e, a, then we say an if there is one. An architect, an elephant, an apple, an orange, an umbrella. Okay? So, here we have two people speaking to each other. So number one asks the question. Number two answers the question. But they are not talking about number two now. The answer is not I. The answer is he or she. So they are both talking about number three. They're talking about number three. So number one asks the question. Number two answers the question about number three. So what would this question be? Number one would say, what does he do? And number two, the boy in the orange hat, he would say, he's a pilot. Because we are talking about number three. He's a pilot. Okay? Here is the practice from your student book. This was on page 40 of your student book. It's always good to practice. So we have the job names, don't we? Pilot, dentist, photographer, postal worker, mechanic, architect. You know these now, I'm sure you do. So what are the actions? What's the action for pilot? Fly planes. Dentist? Take care of teeth. Photographer? Take pictures. Postal worker? Deliver letters. Mechanic? Repair cars. And architect? Design buildings. Can you remember these actions with the jobs now? We've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure you can remember. Okay, let's practice question number two. Number one, what does a dentist do? They take care of teeth. Number two, what do postal workers do? They deliver letters. Number three, what do architects do? They design buildings. Number four, What's the question? Can you ask the question? What do mechanics do? What's the answer? They repair cars. What's the question here? What do pilots do? And the answer? They fly planes. And the last one, number 6, what's the question? What do photographers do? And the answer, they take pictures. That's right, they take pictures. Can you remember the question and answer? You must remember the name of the jobs for the question, and you must remember the actions for the answer. Here's the last thing in the lesson that I want to talk about. Let's remember about I'm. I'm is I am. So we have the question, what do you do? What do you do? And the answer, I'm a pilot. I'm a postal worker. I'm a teacher. But we can ask this question in a different way. What's your job? What's your job? What is your job? And the answer is the same. I'm a pilot. I'm a postal worker. I'm a teacher. These are just two questions that are asking the same thing. They have the same answer. Okay? Great. That's it. That's the end of Unit 4. So, in this lesson, we reviewed everything you need to know for Unit 4 and some extra things like the word I'm. That means that there will be a PDF file with this lesson on the Patay Udom Suksa e-learning platform. You will have to download it. It is your unit test, okay? It will be 10 points. So download the unit test, do the unit test, and then upload, take a picture or scan, and then upload to the Patay e-learning platform, grade 3 ILP homework, and I will check it. Okay, you have 7 days to do that after this lesson goes on the Patay YouTube channel. Okay, that's it. Don't forget your weather projects. Please, please, please don't forget. And I will see you for the next class. We will have to do some review, some looking again at Unit 3. Okay, and maybe some Halloween, I'm not sure. Right, that's it. Have a nice day. See you next class. Bye.